Hey everyone, I'm Candice DeVay. As you all know, there's a big fight coming up this Saturday between Juan Manuel Marquez and Floyd Money Mayweather, who is joining us now from Las Vegas. Floyd, thank you so much for joining us. And first of all, how are you feeling?
Well, everything's going great. You know, after my injury, I took, I think, some weeks, a pretty good length of time off. Spending some time with my children, working with my occupational therapist. Everything is going great. You know, went to go see a good doctor in LA, done some treatment, and I'm feeling good now.
So how do you beat Marquez? What are you expecting to see from him?
Marquez is, like I said, he's Mexico's #1 fighter. He's a tough competitor, a tough warrior. He's going to bring his best. He's going to bring his best, and he's a guy who's not going to lay down. And I know I'm going to have to bring my A game and stay real focused, stay sharp, be smart, and just be the best Floyd Mayweather. And the outcome is going to come out extremely good.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about a fight between you and Manny Pacquiao, and some people are wondering if this fight is just a tune-up for that fight.
Well, as of right now, my main focus is Marquez. Pacquiao's a good fighter, but you know, I can't overlook Marquez. We take one step at a time, one fight at a time, and we want to focus on Marquez right now. After Marquez, then we move on to Manny.
UFC 103 is airing the same night as your fight, and UFC President Dana White has been outspoken about his thoughts on boxing. What are your thoughts on mixed martial arts, and how does it compare to boxing?
Well, we gotta realize the mixed martial arts. I mean, Kimbo Slice, and I see, you know, once I went to the computer before, I seen Kimbo Slice in some street fights. I seen him in some street fights. And you know, Kimbo Slice, but in boxing it doesn't. I mean, in boxing it doesn't work like that. No one lucky punch, no one lucky kick. It doesn't work like that. It takes true skills to be in the sport of boxing, and mixed martial art is for beer drinkers. Boxing is for everybody. I mean, you can't take my shoes off and take my shirt off and just throw me in a cage. You do that with animals. You can't do that with you don't do that with humans. And then say you go in there, y'all fight, y'all kick each other, y'all bust each other eye, and here go $1 million or here go 200,000. And because you know, one shot can end your whole career. You know, boxing take true skills, and we lay the blueprint. You know, now they got weight classes. Boxing been had weight classes. Now they got a weigh-in. Boxing been had a weigh-in. Now they got training camp. Boxing been, so all MMA doing is still in our blueprint. And then one time I hear that Dana White said that some fighter supposed to have called me out. I mean, this is what I'm hearing by hearsay. No fighter has never called me out. If boxing is here to stay, I don't know no fighter in MMA that has generated a total revenue in 2 fights, which only lasted 1 hour, 2 fights, generated a total revenue of $250 million. They're not even on my level at all. Not even on my level. And I'm not talking. I mean, you must be running 8 and 9 miles for boxing. You know, you must be able to box not 5 rounds, 12. And it used to be 15 rounds. So it was 3 fights. Now they got rounds. Now they got judges. Now they got cut mans. So once again, MMA stole boxing whole blueprint and try to run with it. Once again. And like I said before, in boxing, we know who's dominating. Black fighters and Hispanic fighters is dominating in this sport. And this is not a racial statement, but there's no white fighters. There's no white fighters in boxing that's dominating. So they had to go to something else and start something new.
And lastly, Floyd, what should the fans expect to see on September 19th? Why should they tune in?
I mean, for this fight, the fans have to tune in. Because my wardrobe is going to be extremely wild. My entrance to the ring is going to be crazy. And, you know, I'm always trying to do something different and bring something different to the sport of boxing. That's why I feel that I'm where I'm at, because I stand out. And actually, they say I got a big mouth in the sport, but it's not bragging if you can back it up. So tune in September 19th, all the fans that's listening right now, because you're getting Mexico's #1 fighter, numero uno, against Floyd Money Mayweather, a guy who retired as the king and come back and reclaiming his throne.
Thanks again so much for doing this for us, Floyd.
All right, thank
Everyone,
you. I
that's Floyd
appreciate it.
Mayweather. He'll be taking on Juan Manuel Marquez this Saturday, September 19th.